see, Dachau wasn't that hard. Auschwitz was a camp of extermination. It was made to kill people. Dachau was a camp for making people work. People had to work in here, and the money they earned got into the hands of the SS. They took the money and, well, they built marbles, houses, and things like that. And people just had to work there. So if you compare Dachau to Auschwitz, it's quite mild. But still very famous. And it's because it was the first concentration camp that was built in Germany. Well, it was built in 1933. And at the beginning, the Nazis didn't know what to do with the concentration camp or what they want to achieve with the concentration camp. They had no idea. They just arrested a few people. And, well, they were in that camp, which you see in here. They were in an old factory, and they imprisoned them in that factory, and they didn't know what to do with them. And they had to do some kind of work, but the work was not useful, like building walls. And then, what do we say? They destroyed the walls again, and then they had to rebuild them again. And things like that. And in 1938, they moved in that camp. So Dachau was the first concentration camp, and Dachau was some kind of the strictest concentration camp, because everything was in order in Dachau. You know, for everything they got a rule. And if you acted against those rules, you were punished. And, well, in no other concentration camps there were so many rules. They had a rule for everything. For example, if you were in uniform and you had a button on your uniform, you lost that button. You were punished twice. One for destroying the privacy of the camp. It was the one thing, and the other thing was that you owned something. Because if you put the button into your pocket, it was owning something. You were not allowed to own something. So these were two rules for one thing. Or for example, when you destroyed something, you were punished. But of course, well, things break sometimes. You know, when you use, or when you see in here, it was 1933. 54 people lived in one room. When 54 people live in one room, it's easy that the things are broken. So if you break something, you were punished. And, well, Dachau also was a very clean concentration camp. Clean, well, not really hygienical clean, but it was, no grass was allowed to be on the floor, on the place of assembly, like sitting there, or between the rails to the hut, no grass, for example. Everything should be clean. We're not allowed to step on the floor with shoes. You have to put them off before, and things like that. And it's very hard to be clean because so many people live in one room. So that's why Dachau is so famous. Well, when you say how many people died in Dachau, you said it was about a number of 32,000 people. And if you compare this to other camps, it's quite few, you know, because all the concentration camps are very, very tough, very hard. And so 32,000 are quite a small number. Sounds very hard, I know.
Are you tired?
No.
No? You slept well on the airplane.
Great. On the plane. It's like being in my own bed.
Good.
Yeah.
You know, these medical experiments, well, they took place.
We're at Dachau concentration camp. This is the 2 churches that they have since built on the land. And then we're going to pan around and see the foundation where all the houses, the barracks were at. And we go back down to the main camp. These are recreations of the barracks that the men lived in at Dachau. There's our group over there, part of it anyway. And this is the courtyard. And they're all administration buildings, along with the memorial to the men who died here.
Ready?
It didn't look hard that way though. I like that.
Can we put your name?
Why don't I make your picture, Debbie?
Jan, darling, do you want your picture made at the gate? At the gate?
The mom said, "Oh, have them call when they get there." And the dad woke up. I mean, they had that approach. Did you tell them that they needed these 3 numbers to get a hold of us in oversize time? You needed 3 numbers that you didn't have and I didn't know. They didn't tell me that. So then, I am so...
How you doing?
We are in our room in St. Johann, Austria, and we have the nicest room in the whole entire hotel.
Because we have the nicest ladies in the house.
That's right. Let's see. Here is our bathroom. I won't go in there though.
You can come in here now because I'm waiting for her to get out of the bathroom.
Oh, okay. We have to scooch down because the ceiling is really low.
Deluxe shower.
With a whirlpool
Dun dun dun.
and a blow dryer on the wall.
Male urinal using for drying clothing.
And a scale, just what everybody wants on vacation.
But it's in the metric system, so it's the wrong. Oh,
So it makes you feel better, right?
There you go. Like that church too. All right. Yeah.
Okay, this is a view off of the balcony into the room. And here's our beautiful balcony. And this is the wonderful view. There's the river and the Austrian Alps. And we are just having a wonderful time. We're all getting ready to go downstairs and have dinner and get some sleep. The Fortress of Salzburg.
Can that get wet?
Okay, for those of you who have just gotten here, the tower with the red onion-shaped dome. That is the church of the convent of Nürnberg. That's where Maria was a novice candidate in real life. And also in the movie you see this convent from the outside. And there are a couple of scenes filmed in the convent area. For instance, the kids go up there and talk to the nun through the iron gate up there. Huh? But all the indoor scenes were shot back in Hollywood. Okay? So, we ready to go into town?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the old town of Salzburg, end of the 16th, beginning of the 17th century. This church was built towards the end of the 17th century, and a very simplified explanation of a Baroque church. A Baroque church will usually have a dome in the middle of it, a rounded dome, and will have flanking towers.
We are still in Salzburg, and this is one of the Baroque fountains next to a church. This is the square.
But why don't we go to the cover there?
Mozart Square and the wonderful statue of Mozart. And the beautiful Austrian countryside. And this is the fountain again. In Salzburg, the official cathedral of the Archbishop.
Do half and half.
I'll get the middle then.
Yeah, connecting picture, please.
And as you can see, it is raining. Our group's leaving us.
The only problem with Bolsheviks on right now, this is a very, very ambitious Archbishop. He had a lot of enemies. Eventually got tired of him and found a way to sort of trick him. He was forced to abdicate, and Bolsheviks spent the last 5 years of his life in prison up in the of Salzburg.
That must have been hard.
Hey, Gail. Hi. This is St. Peter's Cemetery.
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
There's Gail and Priscilla.
And Manny.
And Manny.
Hello.
And Adrian.
You're taking pictures.
They are today still called the catacombs, but they are not real catacombs. The thing is, when they first discovered it, there was a rock slide, and these caves were then discovered, and they thought these must have been real catacombs, but they only found a couple of bones here and there, and not these huge amount that you find in Rome. The festival house. We've talked about the founding of the Salzburg Music Festivals. They were founded because of that very first concert that they honored Mozart with. And in 1917, it was founded, the festivals were founded. In 1920 was the very first performance, but it was not a musical piece, it was a theatrical piece. And the city had, for the future, planned many, many operas and all sorts of musical concerts for the future. And this city was lacking a real theater, so they decided to build here, actually, arenas in the festival house, and one of them is called the Rock Riding School Hall. And the Rock Riding School Hall can be found better.
Don't be.
This is the Maribel Gardens in Salzburg. And that, at the end, that palace is the Maribel Palace, was built by the Archbishop for his mistress. And there are 14 children who he wasn't supposed to have. They have a very pretty fountain. Debbie's butt. This is the rest of the garden. The Sound of Music, one of the scenes was filmed here. And there's the castle again.
Good God.
We could go tonight.
We just couldn't get out of bed. Are they
Shoot! Mozart's birthplace.
Get ready, get a little liquored up, have some fun.
Come on.
Moment, was machst du nun?
Come on. She's an
Your husband is going to see this.
Thank you.
Danke schön. Hey, smile there. You're on candid camera. No, Danke. Hey, who bought the roses? He did. Danke schön. Amen. Amen. Say hi. Ah!
Right now, I can't deal with it.
I can't even.
Sounds like it in the movies too, and they don't.
after Meyer. This dance has a great tradition, especially in Oberndorf, because their mining has been very difficult. To make the dance more realistic, we will switch off the lights. At the end of this black map, we will fire a cannon. Please listen to the words Achtung Feuer. Then you will hear a big noise.
Can I go back?
Schon alles klar, oder? So, auf geht's,
Okay, we're taking a walk through the motel just to show you what it looks like. It's gonna get a little bumpy here as we walk down the stairs. Hope I don't fall. We were on the 3rd floor. Now we have reached the 2nd. And down to the 1st. Actually, this is a very nice Austrian hotel. It's actually a 4-star hotel. They have balconies off of most of the rooms, and they all have windows. And wonderful, gorgeous antiques everywhere. And the food was wonderful. Hi. I just about fell down the stairs. That was really cool. Now we're to the ground floor, where we spent very little time. Thank you. This is the lobby of the hotel. Very beautiful. Okay. Good night. Hey, Austria. See you in Italy. This is our Baroque-style church in Innsbruck.
What is this? Rococo.
Rococo.
That carving up there. one. Oh, you actually. So you just, look at all the sculpture cooking.
This is our Rococo style church. The other one was Baroque, just a slight mistake.
What's the name of this church?
I was asleep. This is the outside of the Rococo church that we just were in. The Witten Basilica.
So they were building up the hill, did you know? That's the monastery.
Yeah, but it's a nice window.
Didn't build it now, but I'm not here.
She's very fluent, too. I mean, in every one of them. She has no trouble switching at all.
Rose Place behind it. Beautiful.
I'll take that. This is Caller Claus. We're getting off at the next stop. Hi.
We love you. Okay.
Hi.
Hi. Have fun. Hello, girls. Where are you? What do you do? Shortly. Here we are. St. Mark's Square, Venice.
All the way up.
Oh, well, there's the bell tower. They're refurbishing it at this moment. And in roughly 20 minutes, we'll be going inside the basilica.
Abbiamo adesso i grandi, i vecchi della scuola media. Ho bisogno che venga entrato il Parco Sandri vicino alla università perché chiamiamo i ragazzi dei cavalli, dei calvi, di Asciago.
Explain to you in Austria that the houses were scattered all in the valley everywhere, but not here. Here everybody wanted to live on the same rock, so she would feel more secure.
Well, we have made it to Rome, and this is our lovely hotel room view. And this is our lovely hotel. Isn't it gorgeous? It's so roomy. I've already hit my leg on the wall, on the bed, and scraped it up. And we have a pretty mirror. And we have a little rinky-dinky bathroom. And we'll get more later. Bye. We're on our way to the Piazza Navona, or whatever it's called. You know, the people around here.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So we have a really nice front yard in our new house.
I'm going to walk in front of you. Maybe.
Vediamo adesso che hanno smesso davanti a queste persone.
Man, I want another ice cream. I think I need
Drinking crowd at a cafe in the Piazza Navona.
And also the part which was let out was sold to make these buildings, which are quite new, we can say, because the beginning of the century there were
Look at that. Saint Teresa in ecstasy.
The sage, you know, and the cooking.
So circular, because underneath we have the ruins. Piano piano, per favore, slowly, slowly. We have the ruins of the athletic field. But have a look now in front of us. These are all the baths of Diocletian. What? So, Michela. Sì.
Is that cloud for you?
What is this mean?
And then something happened in his mind. You know, he gets crazy. And so he just lives in this way. Has no problems. Look. This is a monument of Rome. Ciao, ciao. On the right-hand side, on the right-hand side, this is the Quirinal entrance. You see? Oh, look, the press already.
Where President Clinton's going to be today. Cool.
Yes, you know, all the press now, they're preparing for everything, you see? You know, we do before Clinton comes, huh?
White gloves.
We should have done this part.
And,
Can we walk there another way?
yes, I tried to. Okay. We will go somewhere else. We will go maybe to the Colosseum now.
Since I'm smoking the cigar from President Clinton's parade that's down the hill. It's been there. Michelangelo's Moses. Church of St. Michael and
Okay, if you want to come now, I give you the explanation. So Moses was represented in a very particular moment of his life.
This is supposed to be Michael.
No, it is.
Portrait. You can talk,
the beer.
There's an arch.
Wall which was built by Emperor Augustus to save the city which was built in front of us. This is a medieval tower built above ruins of Roman buildings, and then you see the wall which surrounds the forum which was built by Emperor Augustus with 3 columns left of the temple of Mars, the god of war. Yes. On the right-hand side, the Imperial Forum street which led to ceremony, and now in which all the countries which faced the Mediterranean area were conquered by them. Also England was conquered. After that monument, which the real name is Amphitheater Flavius. Amphitheater Flavius, only 8 years between 72 to 80 AD. The Arch of Constantine on the right-hand side, put up in his honor in the year 315, when he gave freedom to Christians. XXXV, can you read them?
is also after a few victories they could get freedom. Now the outside wall is missing. Look, it's completely missing the outside wall on this side. This is because an earthquake destroyed the Colosseum more than 1,000 years ago. After that, the Colosseum became the largest quarry of material. They removed marble, they removed bronze, they removed everything. Also, there are so many holes because to keep them together, the big blocks of travertine, they use metal hooks. The metal hooks were removed and melted down to make arms and to make other buildings. So now we are going to leave the bus here and we are going back in half an hour.
Ashley, come here.
Un po' là, mamma.
The floor
Sì, però fai
the
lì,
Colosseum.
anche là un po' là sopra anche, ma... Ti prendo anche la scalinata. Aspetta, dove ci sono quelle persone là?
This is where all the soldiers, and the animal, all the gladiators and animals were kept.
All right, Kevin, I'm not going to take anything.
The Arch of Constantine.
Oh, this one.
The Arch of Constantine, Arch of Titus. I don't know what this is, but it's something old, ancient ruin of some sort. Here's some more of the ruins. And we've got the Arch of Titus again. Down to the Colosseum. Everything here is so gorgeous. And Bill Clinton's here today. Contain close up. Look at some of this carving. Just amazing how close and intricate they can get. This triumphal arch actually was taken from different pieces of other triumphal arches around the town. This is the side of the Arch of Constantine. Show you how wide it is. And then this is the other view of it. As I'm walking to the bus, so I won't get in trouble for being late. Just talking to some other people. Hey, what's going on? We don't really know what this is.
It's just pretty.
Just old Roman stuff. Is that what it is?
Old, new,
Old.
No, older.
older,
Oldest.
oldest. Now. Wait, Colosseum.
Colosseum.
Now. Then.
Then.
And during rain.
Cool. That's enough. Bye. This is the inside of the building. I just say it's on the outside. It's the entrance to something. It's the entrance to the Forum Romanum. One of them. Which we'll probably see in just a few minutes.
Augustus, and then the statue of Emperor Augustus on the right hand side. This is the reproduction we have of a statue which is in the Vatican Museum. On the left hand side, under the little church, there is the prison in which Peter was kept prisoner, the Mamertine prison, and the three columns here on the left is very well reproduced in your book, is the temple of Venus in the Forum of Julius Caesar. Now on the right hand side we have the ruins in brickwork. They used to sell merchandise which was imported from eastern countries such as silk and spices. The column on the right hand side, life of Emperor Trajan is represented. Now we drive around Venice Square. We make a tour around. If it is possible, we try to stop in the center. Let me see.
That's not what we saw. That's what we saw?
Now you see the monument where there was the famous ceremony this morning. Monument dedicated to the king who fought for the unification of Italy, King Victor Emmanuel II.
We're in the Venice Square. These are two famous statues. Going up to see the Pax Romana, the Forum Romana. Well, they look like Americans in suits. I don't know. There's Clinton's Secret Service team. He hasn't come yet. 15.
Lucky for us, man.
You get through 5:15? What's he going to do? I repeat, not.
City Hall of Rome.
Pope lives here.
Now we are in the Forum Romanum, looking down on it from the smallest hill in Rome.
Yeah.
And we don't know what the name of it is because we forgot.
Far away to see, though.
And there's the Colosseum where we were over at, way over there.
Wait, okay.
Quite all right. I have many toes.
Squeeze me, please.
The square that we were just in was designed by Michelangelo. And the steps of Rome City Hall also designed by Michelangelo.
Titus Constantine and...
What arch is that, Mr. Zimmerman?
No, we already saw Titus.
No, that was it.
No, that wasn't.
Constantine and Titus. Titus didn't have 3 arches. This
Yeah,
is the other one.
No.
Arch of Triumph? No, that's in Paris.
They're all in Paris.
Well, what's the other one called?
They're all arches of triumph.
It's dedicated to different guys.
She said the one that we just had the one.
Yeah, I know.
So you can imagine how deep is down. And now they say that in the very chamber
It was a younger one, older one.
Wait, I thought the Arch of Titus was in the Forum Romanum. Yeah, it is. We just saw it.
The one by the Colosseum is
The Arch of Titus.
They have a correction. That other picture that I took, I don't know what arch that is, but it's not the Arch of Titus because the next one is.
These are all standing. They were never excavated like this and this and many others. These are all standing. And they're usually
They're good about that. Well, they have these problems, I'm sure, right now. We had a driver last year that had a windshield. They walked him up a tree. He drove to Belgium, and his brother who owned the company drove from Belgium.
It's amazing all this stuff is still here and how architecturally advanced these people were.
I'll tell you, in the good old USA, we don't save nothing.
Recycle it all.
From 200 years ago, you forget it. It's up a new building. Yeah, we don't have
Here is Bob, our videotape expert. We wanted a picture of Bob.
What about Bob?
What about Bob?
Bob is the greatest video tech in the world. We are so glad we have Bob with us. We don't know what we would do without Bob.
That's true.
And he buys us wine at dinner some nights when we're really good. And Bob's going to videotape me, videotaping Bob. Hi, Bob.
How about that?
We must go now. Our lady's leaving us.
That felt really good.
This is some kind of catacombs or prison or something ancient and archaic.
It gets pollution it gets dirty very, very quickly because it's very porous. Look on top, they built apartments on top of the Theater of Marcellus. Look, people live on top of the Roman Theater. And then there is a church built inside the Roman temple on the right-hand side. You see the side walls and the basement, you know, these are Roman, very good structure. And then the church, which was built in the time of Michelangelo, is one of the 600 churches we have in Rome. Medicine, because in the other there is the hospital. structures of the bridge were designed by Bernini.
This is a mausoleum portrait.
Ooh, it's pretty. Have I gotten a picture of this yet?
The Vatican. Right. Now say it.
They don't Clinton's in this building at the very top, third window from the right.
Yes. From the left. From the left?
Yay for Bill.
Right to left.
Third window from the right, top floor. Clinton and the Pope.
And the Pope.
And the Pope.
Having lunch.
Good God.
Okay.
Good God.
We got that down. Okay, we got it. So what's going on top? Susie?
No.
Ignore her.
Ignore me.
So now we have to go back about 2,000 years ago. In this area, and we still have underneath this area, we still have the ruins of a circus. The circus of Emperor Nero, in which St. Peter's was crucified upside down. Where you see the church, underneath the church there is the cemetery in which St. Peter was buried. So later on, Constantine built the church on top of his tomb, but that church was destroyed and this one was rebuilt in the middle of the 1500s. The first architect of St. Peter's was Bramante, very good architect. But then Bramante died and they stopped for many years to make designs for the new church. We had designs by Raffaello, by Raphael, who was also, besides to be a painter, he was also an architect, and Antonio da San Gallo, the best architect of Renaissance. They designed the church. But it was Michelangelo, when he was 77 old, started the church. And when we are going inside, I will show you the structure by Michelangelo, because when he died,
You could get that.
he died after 16 years. They changed the shape of the church. You see, the church is very big, very long, and they modified the church at the, when it was already there. Let's say that the whole structure of the church took about 80 years, 80. But you don't realize that so many artists work in different periods because most of the monuments, most of the decoration, it is Barocco decoration, means 1600. The obelisk that you see right in the center, which is one piece granite, was brought from Egypt by the Romans. This is one of the 18 obelisks we have in Rome, and this one was the first which was excavated in the Renaissance, because all the obelisks were down, they were under the earth, and also they made the excavation. They put them up later on in the 1500s. And they used 1,000 people to put it up. It was very, very difficult. And the Pope said that all people, they had to be very, very, let's say, in silence while they were doing this. Very difficult.
The beautiful Italian men that made us leave the Vatican while Bill Clinton came out. Monument of St. Paul. Michelangelo's Pietà.
Notice how she's represented to be like about 19, 20 years old.
And Christ is not dead. This is what you do. Well, that's how you get the ceiling good. It looks strange. Man, this place is massive. Massive building.
Is it paused?
Gonna get the Pietà or the altar. The hell I hit.
You'll see nothing.
What's that supposed to be, St. Peter's bones?
You'll probably go underneath too.
The light which comes through the alabaster. And in the Catholic religion, the dove represents the Holy Spirit, the illumination which was given by God. So it's a real illumination which is coming inside for the people coming to the service, because they have high service at 5 o'clock.
This is the monument to St. Paul by Bernini. It's very colorful because it was done late in his life. There's dead bones there. This is one of the arms of the cathedral. Another altar, which has a beautiful ceiling as the rest of the place has. All of the artwork on painting looks like painting, but it's really marble mosaic. It's completely incredible that they can do this intricate work out of marble. There's another one at the domes. Here's just another view of St. Peter's.
I think we should there.
This is another one at the dome, St. Peter's. It's just absolutely amazing that they can do this work. And the sunshine is shining in, absolutely gorgeous. The tomb area under St. Peter's Basilica. Hey, cool, Manny. They just walk along and take the stillness. Tomb under St. Peter's. Of the mosaic. We're in the lower dome. This is what it looks like through all the fence and everything. Your mosaic.
I'm just curious if they put this piece by piece or then put it all then.
On the top of St. Peter's.
We are right now on the top. Somehow or another we made it. We're very high. I think we lost our camera woman here. How was that walk?
It was horrible.
You know you gotta walk it down now.
I can't. My legs are like jello.
Oh, down is easy.
Look that way. Get that side of the city.
No, you gotta go to the center. Over here. So just don't let me go over the edge, right?
I won't.
Big rail. Okay, we are here looking over Rome.
Where are we?
Looking over Rome. Very high.
We're at the outer dome of what?
I forgot the name of it.
St. Peter's.
St. Peter's. No. What's the name of where we're at?
St. Mark's?
No, there's something else. The
Basilica of St. Mark's.
Basilica, okay, that's what I was thinking. Oh, this Basilica of St. Mark. The Vatican, that's what I was thinking.
There's the Bernini Square.
Hey look, there's Clinton. No, just kidding. I think he left already. Yeah, he must have came.
We almost saw him.
Everyone's right down there. What's your zoom like? Zoom it in.
I'm trying to see. Oh, it's pretty good, actually.
It's pretty good zoom.
We were right there, waiting for Clinton for some odd reason.
Get that big white building out there, Adrian.
Which way one?
See it? With the
Down
two
over there?
stands on it? Over here.
Wow, that is...
What is that?
I don't know.
Oh, that's the civic. That's where he was talking. Yeah, because all the flags are there.
Okay, you don't.
Big house.
Where's the Pope?
His house over here. All these roofs that connect. Is his
Is all
house.
the Pope's palace, huh?
Palace.
And for one little man, he's not even very big.
Hey, there is in the window. Seriously, doubt you'll ever find it.
It's attached. You want me to get the fountain?
Yeah, the fountain's wrong.
Man, the zoom is wild.
That little gold ball, that little circle thing, that's where we were.
We walked all the way down to here.
400 stairs.
And we're about to die. We still have to get to the bus. The Swiss guards guarding the Pope.
I can do that too.
Lassie in Rome. Lassie? Lassie's a girl. Lassie's a girl dog. One of the original obelisks from Egypt.
Original needle.
Castle? Just another castle, according to Carla.
Shopping street of Rome. Just go straight there.
Steps. Go leading up to the Spanish embassy, and because the Spanish ambassador paid for them, they're called the Spanish Steps. It is the most famous hangout in all of Rome. There's some fountain near the Spanish Steps. And there's the embassy.
Oh, really?
Look at all the people over there. If we recognize anybody. I don't see anybody I know up there.
Laura!
What are you doing, Laura? Hi, Laura!
Sono rivolto in Inghilterra, sto filmato. Ancora lo stai mio amore, ragazzi. Ti lascia e tu ieri in Italia. How many times?
And then back. No, you're supposed to start with the left.
Come on, hurry! Everybody's throwing their coins into the Trevi fountain after they have said that they're not supposed to do this.
Does the bottle top count?
Yay, bravo, bravo! Here we are at Trevi Fountain.
Mom, I just took
We are at Trevi Fountain. And I really don't know what I just did to my shutter. There it goes. We've thrown in our coins and made our wish. And now we're going on to some other square. In just a few minutes. Look at this wonderful sculpture. It's just totally amazing what they can do. are beautiful horses. In the water. There's the people. Such a magnificent sculpture. This detail is just absolutely gorgeous. Another big, huge building, the old antique thing. We don't know exactly what it is, but we're going to tape it anyway. The Pantheon.
Finally, we have reached the real Pantheon.
The real Pantheon.
I think Carla is losing her touch.
I think she's just pregnant and tired.
Oh, she's pregnant?
One of the Pantheon. We've got a military band because President Clinton was here today. Even though we didn't see him, they told us he was here. We're not sure it wasn't somebody else in that little black car. We're going to listen to the music for just a few moments. Georgia and Debbie and Aaron in a police car and the Pantheon. What's left of it? That goes there.
A wedding cake on a typewriter. I heard somebody calling it yesterday, which was a very nice expression as well. You see on your right? You see it's much higher than all the other buildings. And you can see the dome of St. Peter's in front of you. And it will bite your hand off.
We are in the Vatican Museum. These are some of the paintings on the roof. Not very good. Statuary. Big leaf. One big leaf. Oh, there's big leaf. I don't want to see a big leaf. I don't care.
On both sides, walking in direction on the left-hand side, there is a series of tapestries which were designed by the school of Raphael, middle of the 1500s, and they were woven in the design by Raphael, school of Raphael the best. So the combination of the design and the technique makes the carpet a beautiful piece of art. The representation of the ceiling height. You're not going to see it.
Okay.
So keep in mind. The dramatic expressions of the mountain. On the left side, there is another series of tapestries which describe the life of the woman that yesterday was so much human age, Barberini family. The bees, remember the bees of Bar 100? Now have a look at the ceiling which was painted in the 1700s. It's a flat painting. Looks like a three-dimensional, but it is completely flat. It's an optical illusion. You know what a cameo is? It's a cameo on a seashell. Looks like a cameo. The dark background, the white figure, all around the white figure, the painting.
These are the tapestries by Raphael that were meant to hang on the walls of the Sistine Chapel, but it's just too much with all this stuff. But it's designed by him.
They were made in the Flemish school. But they didn't look like it.
Huh?
They didn't look like I remember them looking. Baby pressing pictures. These are awful. There's so many of them.
Well, Herod killed a lot of babies.
Very well done. If you consider that we are only in 1500. All right. We go.
Keep an eye on the table because the table is completely moving on the other side. Let's walk and see on the other side. Let's walk. You know, the artists were like mathematicians. They were not only painters. Oh, wow. You see it? He's coming this way.
Cool.
And you know what? The tapestries used to be hanging in the big walls. This was a big chapel. So,
Here's Manny's face.
oh wow.
I don't know, but she's not on.
Allora, this is the gallery which was the Leclerc Street.
Look at this. Hey, Dr. Cunningham. Wave.
I'm in here.
Wave.
I'm in here.
Oh, here he is.
I'm in
Zimmerman
here.
wants. Oh.
No pictures. No pictures. The air conditioning
Okay, now let's walk to the room Sovrano. The room which was painted only 100 years ago by Sicilian painter Modesti with the name of representing the life of the people with the famous battle with which defeated the King the Battle of Ponte Milvio. This one represented the Big Heaven Bridge in Rome, the Tiber River. Extra Ponte is represented on the white horse. After the battle, the helmet and cross, how many
What? Oh, we already saw that one.
This is Raphael's room.
The composition, which is much more harmonious, because even in this is the two main philosophers, what is found about the two main principles of philosophy, which are Heidelberg philosophy, so Plato and Aristotle, at the same time. So here are all these people in this house,
That Giotto guy or something.
Giotto.
Giotto, yeah, that's it. We are in St. Francis in Assisi. And looking at one of the side altars. She said it was in the next, in the inside there. They're also old. Still St. Francis. Let's see, we have the crucifix here. Just that we just took pictures at, way down there. And we're
It
on
is
our way to,
up the mountain, so we have to
St.
walk.
Francis of Assisi Church.
We'll try to get up.
Here we are in the Michelangelo Square, overlooking wonderful, beautiful Florence, Italy.
That wasn't me to scare those.
We're holding, or dinner is holding for us just so we can do this. Absolutely gorgeous here. There's the Duomo. It's another view of Florence. Absolutely gorgeous here. Let's see what we got here. And there's the Duomo, where we'll be tomorrow on our walking tour of Florence. It should just be absolutely wonderful. Michelangelo's David in the Michelangelo Plaza, high above Florence, Italy. We'll see the original later on tomorrow. This is Santa Croce Cathedral or Basilica or something that we're going to see today. Just a few minutes.
Then we have two of Machiavelli, four extremely famous tombs, the one of Niccolo Machiavelli and the great politician and political writer. Rossini is also buried here. Rossini was not born here and is not coming. You see, they're all touched. Okay, come a little bit closer because there are some other groups arriving. Huh? Well, what you say is Gothic, but if you compare that style or this style with the French Gothic, you see, it's something completely different.
We actually call it Italian Gothic.
Yeah, right. So I mean, it's really a very local interpretation. This is the Bardi chapel, and it's here that you can see the frescoes painted by Giotto. These are real frescoes, representing the life of Saint Francis of Assisi. Now, to just compare what he painted with the altarpiece, which is still pure Byzantine style, you can tell the difference. The difference is really enormous. The Byzantine style altarpiece is completely flat, completely stylized, completely idealized, and the reaction which is produced by the combined use of fresh plaster and watercolors, but the result of the chemical reaction is calcium carbonate, which is similar to marble, so that it's like marble. It's very, very strong, you see. Whereas in this case, the colors that you
Turn the flash off on it, or I don't.
This is the grave of Michelangelo in Santa Croce.
Would you take mine too, please?
Dante's got a monument here, but he is buried in Ravenna of Galileo, the famous astronomer and mathematician. Santa Croce. And Miss Zimmerman is taking about 10 cameras and taking a picture for each person because they don't want to get copies made. This is some fountain in Florence as we're walking through the Duomo. Speaking of this divine wind.
Palace and all the statues here in front of the palace. You should come back in the afternoon when we have the sunlight on that one. Okay?
The replica of David standing where it was originally standing when Michelangelo sculpted it.
Picciolini. And it's being restored now.
And now we're at the Duomo.
It's cool.
Beautiful church.
Yes. It's neat to recognize things. They actually exist. That's just in picture.
All right. That's just
The bell tower, oh my God.
Absolutely. And this is our cathedral, our Duomo, dedicated to Saint Mary of the Flower, Santa Maria.
Like a famous hall.
Cathedral. And then the third building is the baptistry. The baptistry from the 11th century is the most ancient building in the square. Now, the baptistry, it has been restored, the dome, all the paintings there have been restored so that, I mean, it's still all covered with scaffoldings, and they are going to remove them at the end of the year. Now remember that is the very famous dome which Brunelleschi built without using any support. It's a painting by Paolo Cello. But remember, so this is the famous painting representing Dante and the Divine Comedy. So you can see on the left below in the corner the entrance to hell.
This is the dome. Duomo. This is currently under restoration, so we can't really get a good look at it.
Now, what you see here is the most impressive view onto the dome. Even if it's covered with scaffolding, it's still quite impressive. And as we said, this same dome was later remodeled by Michelangelo when he built the one of St. Peter's Dome. It was inspired right by this one.
That's
You know the name of that one?
Dad loves Stephen's grave. Could not wait to go there.
Marvelous use.
Della Robbia. See, baptistry doors. facade on the other side
So it's a bronze
is
cast
Duomo.
covered with gold. And
The interior of the church isn't nearly as ornate.
in the typical Renaissance style. So you see how it's all three-dimensional. See how the art is used. One point perspective here so well. Look at it. In the middle, where perspective is really perfect. Look at all the details. You know that here we have to chisel out all the details by hand. After which you have panels where gilded. So it was very long work, 27 years altogether. It was completed in 1452. And it has been presented easels, so it's not right historic. But it's like, you know, the artists together, and so it was done. Look also at the other panel here on the left. It's really something apart, something completely different.
Never sorry.
Like a big star, which helped also enhance this illusion of death and Christmas. Then also,
The model for the Raven of the Sabine.
One more statue which can seem fine.
These are all models. Betsy and Michelangelo used technology. We're now in the Medici Chapel, looking at the paintings on the dome.
it overlap one of these items. Well, all these are made with stone, and they are all natural colors. So for so many years, we are reading the books. I said, now, let's go and see what it's like. This is, I mean, the main was done by Michelangelo, except the two saints you can see on both sides of Virgin Mary. He began to work here in, he got to know that he wanted to. So thanks to this group and thanks to the fresco representing the resurrection, you understand how the chapel dedicated to death became like the chapel dedicated to the new life for the soul after death. Because of course it's a symbol here, which we did not see in the other one. The other one, you remember, was just a celebration of the Medicis itself. In this one, well, the Medici had almost nothing to do. Because you see, the wife.
Here we are in Pisa. We're in Pisa. Our hour stop has been shortened to 30 minutes, but we'll live. There's the Leaning Tower and Cathedral and something else, something to do with the church here. The baptistry.
And I'll steal her videotape of it falling.
Well, I could get in touch with Paul. Is that downstairs?
You had to do that, didn't you?
What a ham.
No, I'm in the video now.
Shannon.
Yeah, Adrian.
You like my new summer home?
Adrian's new summer home.
I just discovered this leaning thing, dude.
It's beautiful, man.
Go hold it
You know,
up.
I think you need a refund. The foundation inspection was faulty.
We put our food stock on the right side.
Right?
And we started sleeping on the right side. And all of a sudden, we just started like falling that way. And
Wow.
We came outside. The whole tower just totally.
That just totally sucks, you know?
See her first?
Ma poco, ma che 10 miliardi, 10 miliardi, to fine per 10 miliardi, ma to. E quindi lì, non lo so io. Quindi lì, se tu c'è qualcuno, dopo. Ma ti passa? Sì, ma ti passa, perché costa 70 degli sterlini, e va là qui, ma siete, ma certo, a legge, va via, ma guarda che non fa una sposta nulla, aspetta, ti passa? Ma sai che si tira via, le canate qui, la becca
Here we are in Nice. We just went to the Matisse Museum, which was not much more than a 5-year-old could do, but some people like that stuff. We're heading on to our hotel in Menton for the evening.
He became famous when the English decided to settle, well, you know, when they were doing this big tour of Europe. They thought, well, Nice was a nice place to stay for a while. And then they wanted to get...
From around the world. You guys got me saying that.
These guys are making out down there. Laying on top of each other.
You get a funny tan line that way.
That girl stood up. She didn't have no top line.
Nobody does.
Hey, it's true. Yeah.
Smell. Quick. Oh.
Let's be the expensive part.
Annie knows what he's doing. We are at the Hotel du Parc in Menton, France, and this is the view from our room. And this is the beautiful park that's in front of us. See the pretty flowers? And just about 100 meters that direction, we have the beautiful coastline of the Côte d'Azur, where we'll be spending most of the day tomorrow. And that was Aaron's hand sticking out the window. Hi, Aaron! We're way away from everybody else. They're like all the cool people on the first floor, and that's where we're going to be hanging out tonight after dinner. And guess what? No pork for dinner!
Well, hang on, ladies. She's taking pictures of us. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Henny! Henny!
She's ignoring you, Shanna.
I know.
Henny.
Let us try it. We'll see if we can. Okay.
Henny! Wave!
No.
Yeah.
The other waves.
No, you wave. Hello!
I said the waves. The other waves.
No, I said you wave.
I'll break this first.
Whenever you go into the tobacco store, you got the Salver in the can.
All right, you.
Well, the thing ain't open in the front.
There's the two guys that stayed out late. Jenny! Hey, Jenny! How you feeling this morning? And Celine?
What?
And Celine?
Yeah, we feel good. Stomach feels good.
Good. Don't There's beautiful.
Hey, Georgia. Fine. Oh, where?
I'd like to rent a boat.
There's a turtle, Mr. Zimmerman.
Where is it? It's the cathedral that Princess Grace is buried in. This is a gorgeous cathedral. They were all against her marrying French. She was French. Go. There's some guards standing there. Okay, here we are looking from Rainier's Palace down onto the Monaco Yacht Club. Everybody here has a boat.
That's for us.
The water is just absolutely gorgeous.
I don't want to pay to go in. I'm going to stand right here.
So gorgeous here. The mountains just fall into the sea. And the sky is the same color as the water.
Good view of the
Is this the castle on the side?
No, that's that damn aquarium museum or something.
There's a little waterfall.
Put his old and wounded and invalid means not unable, you know, unable to do military. He had nothing to say anymore, and he was buried with all the other kings at St. Denis. So now Napoleon the First is buried here underneath this great dome. Mont is actually the most exposed any place in this area. Excellent. The sign of the French, the arms of the Royal House of France. This is the Esplanade, this big open green square, and all these, you see the police is picking up these railings, these barriers again. They were all out for President Clinton and Hillary that were here yesterday. See, as soon as you arrived, they left.
Yay!
Not only the Clintons were here, but the president of the Prime Minister of Canada was here, the King of Belgium was here, the Queen of Holland was here, you know. So somebody was always going somewhere, and it was a bit of a mess. Well, you can imagine. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs is that big block on the right-hand side. The building on the left with the 2 floors, greenery, you know, these nice roof gardens, that's the apartment of Alain Delon, a French movie star. In front of you is the most elegant bridge of all the, I think 47 today, bridges in Paris. And it was named after the Russian Tsar who inaugurated it in 1900. And that was Alexander. The bridge with you know, beautiful bronze cast lamps lined with cut crystal and so on. Fantastic. Look over the river. And on your left, the Grand Palace, the one on the right, the small one. There is a exhibition, the Paris liberator of most of South America. I have seen Albert immediately, and Leonardo is there too. Kepler is there, Napoleon the First. It is the part, there's a stamp, I wanted to say. It's built like a Roman palace, it's 200 years old. And the roof's usually covered with slate. 17 degrees centigrade, it says over there. Early in the morning, it was 10 degrees. That's the old Opera of Paris. Meanwhile, there's a new one on Bastille Square. And this one narrated by Chagall, one of his major works. I think it opens at 10, and it's open till 1700. That's the usual opening hour of Paris Museum, Bidou and d'Orsay. Behind the opera are the Galeries Lafayette in front of you, the largest department stores in Europe, as a matter of fact, all kinds of banks. Ritz Hotel, the most jazzy here, and the red carpet. There's a very nice bar inside called the Hemingway Bar, because Ernie used to sit in there and drink with his buddies. And around jewelers in Paris, Chaumet, opposite from us, Piaget on the right, Mauboussin, Van Cleef & Arpels, Boucheron, Cartier, Rolex, and so on. Again, Louis XIV, Eugénie, after losing her job as an empress, 1871, she went to London after It's called Intercontinental now. It used to be called Continental. So, square in Paris, Concorde Square. In the center is an Egyptian obelisk. Of course, the Eiffel Tower is here too. You have two identical buildings on the right-hand side. Ministry of the Navy and a very fine hotel. Maxime's on the right-hand corner. The Embassy of the United States was purchased by Benjamin Franklin. Two beautiful fountains built in the days of Napoleon. Boy of Egypt, Mehmet Ali to Napoleon, but it only arrived.
Been there, seen that.
Have you done the Diet Mountain Dew yet?
Across the bridge is, across the Concorde Bridge is the grandest in the world Ethnology Museum. Right is the left bank, and we are here on the right. 8 years ago, Orsay, O-R-S-A-Y Museum. That's where the Impressionists are in there, Van Gogh, Renoir, Monet, Manet, and so on, Pissarro, is on the left-hand side, the seat of the Royal, now Republican Academy. Still the Louvre, where great work is in progress, Paris. The oldest bridge is on your right, inaugurated 1594, called the New Bridge, because when it was built it was brand new, of course. Look at all that nice market here of plants, animals, goldfish. On the right, dating back to very early days, are these interesting round and square towers. It's now the Palace of Justice over on the right, while on the left is an Châtelet Square with a nice fountain in the center, Gothic tower in the back.
Il titolo è Notre Dame de Paris.
Louvre is over Mazarin. Luxembourg area used to belong first of all, again, that high-rise Montparnasse building. You can get to the top, by the way. There is a great terrace on top. On the right is the Conservatory of Museum. Is actually the School of Archaeology. Just very small, just about 3 meters high. She was in New York too for the 100th anniversary, 5-6 years ago. Bartholdi, the name of the sculptor.
Here we are at the Louvre Museum. We're fixing to go in.
Maybe a green salad. That's my daddy. I want to grill it with green salad,
get all of these museum in today.
The whole Louvre is still here. I mean, not the upper part, which has been completely destroyed. You know, when they didn't need fortresses here anymore, when the queens did not want to live in, you know, old, dank, Gothic fortresses, we wanted to have nice...
No flashes.
The oldest existing Roman restaurant.
Whichever way you look at it.
Hermaphrodite.
Yeah, get a good close of it, that way.
Find that many of these statues have missing arms, have missing heads, and so on. And that now this figure of the
The ceiling. Annie. Where's the bench at? Versailles. With his cheesy jacket on.
Yeah, see, he's got a hood in here for when it rains.
He's prepared, man. And there's Manny.
Hey,
Hey, Manny, got my mayonnaise?
Got the mayonnaise.
Such a yucky, gloomy, rainy, cold day. Excuse me, Nicole.
Sorry, I didn't know what that
I mean to smack you in the head.
Oui. Là, c'est bon. Alors, vous pouvez lire sur le certificat.
Understand everything he's saying? Battle gallery on the side. Pictures of different battles. But the thing is like huge. There's thousands of people in here everywhere. Maybe I'll see a familiar face. Some of the gardens at Versailles, they really look neat from up high, but I don't know where I'm going to get a picture of them from there.
We're in the Versailles. Ready to go fast. We're freezing.
It's really, really cold. The wind is blowing and the sun is not shining. And we would rather be in Paris. Here we are in front of a real Dutch windmill. And someone actually lives inside the house.
Thank you.
Everybody's taking pictures.
Well, I am. I open the front real quick. This is good to be tired.
I feel like I'm at home with the roosters crowing.
We are going to stop pretty soon, and we'll go to get the boat. We cannot make it for, we couldn't make it for 10 o'clock.
This is all in different language. I just said different lines.
Yeah, I had to pee so bad last night.
13 to 14 rooms. There is a very deep garden behind it as well. And it's very expensive to live here. You pay normally in Amsterdam about 1,000 euros for a normal small apartment. Here you should count between 1,500 and 2,000 euros for one room, one floor only. And that's the reason why there's almost only officers, insurance companies, lawyers, etc. Es gibt eine ähnliche Brücke hier rechts. Wir zijn hier terug aan een 6,5 station. You can here aussteigen right here on the new gentleman's canal. This is a connection between the river and the harbor. That's the we're living direction of the harbor. And the reason that other United East Indian Companies, and the company that used to go to Indonesia, and 300 people aboard, a lot of
Yeah.
An Bord dieses Slot kaufe ich auch Ansichtskarte. Also sind 9 Ansichtskarten und ein kleines Büchlein für 5 Hier rechts ein schönes chinesisches Restaurant. Das oberste Stockwerk, da können Sie Privatzimmer dann mieten. On the top floor there are private dining rooms that you can rent if you don't buy it.
My favorite. Boattail.
Why didn't we stay on this?
Costs too much.
Why would you?
Here in front of us, the whole red light district of the city. And the little tower that you see there is called the Tower of the Reaping. And it was from here that all those huge sailing vessels, the VOC, used to leave for the east. And that's the reason, of course, that this tower is called Tower of the Reaping. All the women were standing.
Here we are on the English countryside. We just crossed the English Channel from Ostend, Belgium, and we're on our way to Canterbury. And I thought I'd give us a look at the countryside and the landscape, what it looks like.
On the wrong side of the road.
From the wrong side of the road, through Ramsgate. Nice rolling hills here and some nice subdivisions too. We figured we could just live in the UK. We could travel to the European continent on weekends. Sounds like fun. Maybe I'll get a job on here.
Town on the weekend. So cute.
We are in the town of Canterbury. And he's doing pretty good on this backwards driving roads here. Canterbury Cathedral. Just another Gothic cathedral. There's some scaffolding. Looks as if they're preparing for some sort of performance. And look at the beautiful stained glass windows. Let's see what they look like up close and personal. Adam. This beautiful stairway up to the altar. Here's a glass of tongue or something to somebody famous, I'm sure. Now we're in the high altar section of the cathedral. Cadre, as Anne calls it. She sees French girls have a song. So this wonderful altar. And we also have beautiful rose windows. Candle burns on the side of the shrine of St. Thomas of Canterbury stood from 2020 to 1538 when it was destroyed by order of King Henry VIII. Stained glass windows. This is a view of St. Canterbury Cathedral from the other end, from the apse end.
I don't think anybody's very worried about it because he went out and called himself a black armour. Philip up to his reputation. Yeah, let's go down.
Very interesting old building coming up in front to the left-hand side of the bridge. There's a church and then a red brick building with enormous chimneys. It's Lember's Palace, and that is the arm to the river, onto the river. It's quite low tide, not absolute the lowest, but it is quite low. The very big difference of tides in the River Thames in London. The difference is about 15 to 20 feet. Wow. It's a very fast of Prince Charles and then Lady Diana Spencer. In 1981 they were married underneath that famous dome, you know. We're going back again to the center, to the left in a moment. Right, we're in Piccadilly Circus. The Piccadilly Circus is their heart. And Eros is the Greek god of love, and he always would make people fall in love with his bow and arrow.
I didn't remember that.
And that's so it's right ahead, Shaftesbury Avenue, it's called here, and then on the right hand side of that is China. Fairly new recent statue which has been built. This whole building on the right hand side, the whole side has been... Yeah? You don't like that church on the left? St. Martin's. Of course, with President Mandela becoming the new president. And then you're right in the middle of Victoria too, where you have a little bit of sun we get here. But there really are shelters in there. Here on the right, that is just coming out. If you can go slow. Here, that's just coming out. They've changed over now from 11 to 11:30. There they are.
Oh,
You see them near the palace as well. They will come back by the palace. Coast Guards. Always here. From 10 o'clock in the morning till 4 in the afternoon. But the shoes you can really see well now, and the stone is clean, can't you? It's very much more. And on the top is some further along some statues, so they're still working here on the right. Big ship in front. That is called the HMS Belfast. It's in camouflage colors, and it was the largest warship of the Royal Navy in World War II and helped to sink a German ship, the Scharnhorst, near Norway. It's today a floating museum. Now, Tower Bridge is 100 years old exactly this month, 1894. The tallest building in the city is a Bank NatWest Tower. But it's also used by the royal families to live here for 6 centuries. But above all, it became the state prison. So it was built for defense and used as a prison. And the moat all around the Tower of London was also, of course, filled with water. And if prisoners were trying to escape here, they would have to swim.
One, two,
Yay!
The right side is the Great Museum for Armory, and on the middle floor is a little chapel, and that is where Mary I, Bloody Mary, was married patriarchally to Philip of Spain, on the Catholic wedding, of course, very, very political. And this building was used as a royal. That's the imperial state car, when it was found in a home, which is a large star. Very famous diamond. It was found in India during the coronation.
Tower.
Funny.
Hey.
Hey! London, look up.
That's the way.
Fine arts.
Come along, okay. Get the box.
The marker, right?
Yeah, I'm looking. I think I did.
It's fantastic.
Just out here in the middle of nowhere. Nothing but farms and grass and hills and sheep. And stupid American tourists looking at old rocks.
God!
Hey, Georgia!
It's melting now.
It's our last night here in London.
Hey! How's it going?
It's our last night here in Europe.
The day after George's birthday.
Yes.
And Henny, say goodbye to us, Henny.
Say goodbye.
Henny.
Say goodbye in the camera.
Henny.
Say goodbye in the camera.
Henny, say goodbye.
Goedendag.
See you later.
No.
Had fun?
The other one.
Yeah?
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 Man, Henny did it.
Oh my gosh, so
Adrian!
Ah! Oh. That was a close one. I thought it was just, yeah. Okay, we are here.
Let's hear some commentary, Adrian.
Georgia's Pleasure Palace. We're just trying to get a good buzz before the night's over.
Yeah?
Unfortunately, we have a hellish flight tomorrow. What is it, like 10 hours?
10 hours, yeah.
10 hours. We're kind of depressed because we're losing our fearful,
our fearful leader.
Our no fear
leader.
Left driving, right driving, bus driver.
That can do anything in a bus.
It's kind of a... that was a temporary difficulty, seeing that?
Technical difficulty, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of like that iceberg in the shirt feeling, you know, it just kind of sucks.
It just feels heavy because all might change.
Okay, are y'all going to say bye to everybody?
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Oh.
Bye, Marion.
I don't want to go home.
Me either, honey.
This video will be seen on America's Most Wanted.
Hey, George is going to see Dave tomorrow.
Oh, listen, love it. I feel there's going to be a whole lot of loving going on.
Thank you for the